today I'm here to react very quickly, since it is a minute trailer, to the season 5 trailer for the German version of Skam. This season is with an all-new cast, aside from like there is that connection with 2 of the girls that are going to be in it are Kiki's sisters. I know in season 4 we kind of got a little bit of back and forth with them and kind of what their home life was like and how it's not the easiest, so I'm very excited because I think it's, again, similar to Skam France when they did Lola season. It's a nice way to kind of pass on the torch to a next generation while also still being like, these aren't people that are just randomly out of the blue. I mean, they are gonna be in a sense, but at the same time, like, we know Kiki, we know kind of her background a bit. I'm sure she'll pop up in text, maybe even like some scenes or some clips or stuff like that, as we've seen with the promos and stuff. But yeah, I'm just really excited. I think Kiki in general, like in all the remakes, I'm very interested in the Vildas and getting their backgrounds, and Vilda is definitely someone, I didn't love her by any means in the OG, but she was someone that I definitely wanted a season 4 because I think she was the kind of character that was built perfectly for a season where you got to know more about her behind, you know, kind of that, like, she puts on this exterior that you see, but really there's a whole different persona and different things going on. I think similarly to like what Skam Espana did with Viri was really well. So yeah, I'm just really excited for it, and I think it's gonna be super interesting, even if these new kids are so young looking that they make me feel so old. Like, it's different, but it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be really interesting. Look how young she looks, it's crazy. The pressure. Remember, Druck is pressure, not shame. I wonder when they filmed this, because like I don't see masks and stuff, but you know, it could be before that. Oh, the fashion is already so cool. Whoa, it looks crazy. Whoa, it looks intense. Oh no, don't cry, sweetie. Interesting. There's a lot going on. I know like none of those people though, so I can't go through and be like, oh, this is this person, this is that person. I know people are really hoping, and I'm in that group, that we're gonna get our Sapphic love story in this one. And they've already pointed out like the girl that she was doing the, what would you call those, like streamer curtain things with, could be a love interest potentially. I think that would be really interesting. This season specifically is about Nora, so what I'm interested in is if the other sister is going to get her own season, or if she's just kind of going to be a character in this season, since I feel like if this does well, the obvious stepping stone would be to start with this whole new group of people and give them each their seasons, which will be really cool and really fun. Like if each little group can get 4 seasons, I think that would be really cool. It's got the Skam feel to me, you know? It's got kind of, I think the hardest aspect of it right now is that how kids socialize and party nowadays. Oh my gosh, I say kids, I am such an old person. But like how they're socializing and partying because of quarantine and all that is very different than it would have been a year ago. So it did look like it was potentially filmed before quarantine. So I feel like that's going to be interesting. Just if they do that, how will you explain like what's happening? Because I feel like, you know, like I don't know about Skam Espana because I haven't been able to check out the clips yet, but What Fuck has been filming in this, so like you see people with masks, you see people social distancing, like stuff like that, because that's like that's the way of life now. So like to see them a lot at parties and clubs, I mean, perhaps it is better in their country, because I mean most countries are better than the US right now, so maybe they can go out more and stuff like that. But it just is, it's interesting to think that if it is filmed before, it's kind of going to be like this, like it won't feel necessarily as real because of that. But aside from like that, which no one could plan for, it did look like, you know, kids out partying and pulling out their phones, taking TikToks. I sound so old right now and so done, and I'm so sorry. But I'm really interested with the idea of, you know, maybe this is how we can get Kiki's storyline and like Vilda's storyline through her sister, because I feel like that's a lot of what Vilde, the OG one, struggled with, is feeling like, you know, she had to put on a mask, as Nora was saying, of looking like this happy, carefree, got it all together person, and then underneath you're obviously struggling with other stuff. So I don't know what will be the main, you know, pressure. I think the biggest thing to always remember with these remakes, specifically the German remakes, is that the translation of Druck is not shame, which is what skam is in Norwegian, and what all the other ones, except for Vutfuck, but I don't know what Vutfuck essentially means, actually. I think it's related to, like, what's up? But Druck is about pressure. So Druck has always kind of been a little different in their storylines, because it's not so much always the shame around things and around, like, feeling like you can't be who you are. It's the pressure to be someone that you're not. And I feel like that's kind of the important thing to remember, and that's what I really got from this trailer, was that she obviously, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot, I think, if you're forcing yourself to be happy and present yourself as a certain way, I mean, those social situations, those parties, those hanging out with friends can be completely, utterly draining. So I'm very, very interested to meet these characters and also to see what relation they have to Kiki, like if she will be in some clips or if it'll just be text or stuff like that. And I think there will be obviously like Easter eggs to our OG group because everyone loves them so much, and I know it's going to be hard for like no Mateo, no David, no Mia, no Al. Like, it's gonna be hard, I know that, but I will hope that we get to check in on them eventually and just hear how they're doing and everything. And I'm more than willing to give it a chance. I think that's the thing. I 100% understand if people are like, you know, it's not the OG group, I don't care about them. That's fair, completely. I know there are people who got into the OG skam because of Isaac and Evan season, and then when it was announced that Amira was the main, like, didn't want to watch it because they were like, I thought it was going to be an Evan season, and that's who, like, I'm really invested in. Again, it's fully your call, and, like, everything's valid. I am personally looking forward to it. I think it's going to be very interesting, and I do think they are one of the better remakes in terms of understanding what skam represents and kind of getting that OG core of it, and especially with some other remakes wrapping up, Skam Italia, Skam España, and some other ones being canceled. I think any and all skam remakes that can continue on the legacy, I am definitely looking forward to it. So yeah, if you have seen the trailer or have any thoughts on the new season that's about to come out and the new characters we're going to get introduced to, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also make sure this video got a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys for the start of the season. Bye!